Oh!
Yeah, there you go.
They're all paid actors.
We're getting ready to haul the first pots of the year. I'm not expecting really much, but it'd be nice to see crab come over the rail. The first time you set crab pots, they never catch well. With fresh paint, after they've been sitting on land, you basically have to get through everything, put fresh bait in it, and get it fished once or twice before they really start to catch. The first set is usually kind of a wash. It's also first set of the year. Hopefully we see a crab. I'd be happy to catch. If I caught a bushel of crabs out of 300, I'd be excited about it. I'm wondering how many pots it's gonna take to catch the first crab. Pause the video, drop a comment, let me know how many pots you think we're gonna have to haul before we get the first crab in the boat. I forgot what a crab looks like, it's been so long. How many pots do you think until we catch a crab? 2 pots? And then what do you think?
No, I'm saying first pot.
Four pots? Oh, look at that, pretty crab, look at that. Very first pot, got a really nice, big, pretty large crab right there, and he's bit me. Got bit by the very first crab of the year. So got a peeler. That means this crab's gonna go shed. She's actually not even quite a peeler. The little immature females this time of year are going to go off and turn into the first soft crabs of the year. Woo, 2 more crabs. 3 crabs.
Already mean.
3 crabs. Woo. Get little, but they crabs. Woo. Like, 4 crabs. Like I said, they small. They're still crabs. Little crabs. All these little males right here, these are gonna be our male peelers. He's almost a white sign, which means he's gonna have a little white ring on his second swim fin, and then it'll turn orange and then red, and then he'll be a soft crab. So I'll give this guy about a week. Next week he'll be a peeler. And then the week after that, he'll be a soft crab. It's about twice this size, the little guy though.
I mean, that's a nice hard crab.
That's a nice crab. See a couple dozen crabs in the first few pots. That's encouraging. Wait, Bert. Quite a few. A lot more than I was thinking. That's a pretty crab. That's a nice pretty crab. That's a large. Right there. You see if you flip them over, that's a female. It's got different apron than a male. The apron's on the bottom, as you can tell their gender. They got painted fingernails, which sucks. So we measure them, size them into small, medium, large, and extra large into these crates. That's an immature female. Once she sheds, her apron will turn to one of the round dome like this. We'll let her go. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really good to be back in the saddle. Pulling gear, it's awesome. It's been too long. I don't know if I'll still have this attitude by September, but I'm enjoying it right now. I'm excited to be out. I'm excited to see some crabs. I'm excited to open up the crab stand. Super, super excited. It's been a lot of work getting here. And once you catch them, that's only half the work. Then you gotta sell them. That's the really hard part. Catch every crab you want, but if you got no market, not worth catching anything. In other news, they just moved the boat that was stuck, or the ship, blocking the key bridge. And this is actually the first big ship I've seen go up the channel since the bridge fell. So they pretty much have it open. Pretty good first day. My expectation was really, really, really low. 150 set and 300 fished, and actually had a couple crabs. No load of crabs, obviously, but just to see any signs of life, I was happy to see that. We're still not back in the dock yet, so there's still time for things to go wrong. So far, so good. Knock on wood. We set 150 pots, and then we fished 300. Crab pot trailer loaded. Take this down, unload it. The guys already went home today. Have some projects to do down at the marina. Long days for me now. We got line loaded up. We got hawks. We got today's crabs. I'm gonna get these guys out of the sun, go put them right in the walk-in, and then go back down to the marina to work for a little while. Ready to go again tomorrow. It's another day of loading crab pots onto the boat. You're counting down the days to the opening day of the crab stand
on Saturday. I think we're actually gonna have one of Jimmy's Famous Seafood's food trucks there as well. I'm hoping that I get these t-shirts in time. By the time you guys are seeing this, I think that they're gonna be for sale online on Dark Sea's website, so you can find that in the link in the description. It's kind of like Groundhog's Day around here until you get all the gear set. And then it's like Groundhog's Day just doing something different. You'll notice I have a little extra help today. By that I have one extra guy, so I got 3 total with me, which is a lot of times what I take just to go work efficiently. I brought them just to make things a little bit easier. Know that if I just keep running at 110%, it's too early for doing all that in the year, that I'll burn out here pretty quick. So if you can get the extra help, even if it just makes your day a little faster, a little more efficient, and you get one more load of gear overboard, they're paying for themselves. Man, this is how you know you're crabbing in a bad neighborhood. We got squeegee boys and everything. They don't even know what they're doing. Who does a squeegee like that? Yeah, like I said, bad neighborhood. You don't even know what he's doing. You're making it worse. AJ, you're a terrible squeegee boy. Somehow you made it worse. It's a good thing you can shake a crab pot. I'm like Ray Charles looking out of this thing, dude. I gotta stick my head out the window. Make sure I don't run over some kind of kayak or something like that.
There's Jason fishing all the crab pots and all my spots here. I'm probably just gonna end up turning around going home at this point. We have a big load of crab pots. We've just taken a really long boat ride to get down to a spot that I've been crabbing the last 9 years, and it is completely filled with other people's crab pots. That's what I get for being late to the game. I'm regretting my decision to ride all the way down here. There's a good chance we're gonna turn around and go home and have to set them closer to home. Well, that was a really stupid, very long boat ride. That's part of the problem with setting really late, is that all the bottom that you want to fish is already taken up. Could have fit this whole load of gear down there and then a little more. The problem is I don't want to be so spread out. I want to have a day's worth of work within a certain area. I don't want to have to run an hour to go fish a couple hundred pots. There's not enough time in the day to grab. We can only grab so many hours a day by law. It's just not efficient. I'm going to have to just stick at home, be a little more aggressive. Move over. Coming home. Well, that was a little bit of a sunglasses are so old that all the rubber is like deteriorating, and now I got like marks on my face everywhere they touch. Costa, send me a new pair. These things have been through hell. That was a little bit of a stupid day. A very long boat ride with a really big stack of crab pots, more than usual, and then turned around, came right back, and set them right by home. There's part of me that still wants to go down in there and battle it out. We'll see if I made the right call. I'll be second guessing myself until I probably pick some gear up, move it down there, and just do it anyway. Kind of like any small business, I think, at least in the beginning. After the crew goes home, your day is just starting, or your second day, because there's just always more to do. If it's daylight outside, for the most part, I'm out here working. Getting ready for the weekend, need to build a sign. I'm trying to build like a price board. So crabbing just requires a lot of junk, honestly, which is perfect because I have a lot of junk and I kind of like collecting junk. So these are called lugs, or crates. I usually call them crates. And this is like the new school crab basket. They've been using these actually for a long time in certain parts of the bay. And I think down in Louisiana, these are pretty standard. But in the Chesapeake, we've always used a standard wooden bushel basket. The problem is they're so expensive and they're not really built very well anymore. You're spending 12 or 15 bucks on a basket and a lid, and you sell the crabs. I mean, $12 to $15 is a lot of percentage when you're selling crabs. And for me, when selling my own crabs, I need something I can reuse over and over and over for years and years. So these plastic crates were a lot of money. They last a really long time. I don't like them personally. Fill them full of crabs enough that the crabs aren't pinching each other. They're just like super heavy. And the only holes to stick your fingers in are right here. And guess what's on the inside of that? Crabs. So a lot of times you'll stick your fingers in there, get pinched, and then pick the crate up and you gotta hold it up against you. You just get soaked with water or crab juice. I don't really like them, but that's what I'm using because I don't want to keep buying $12 wooden baskets that then people slam on the ground and slam them together and they get destroyed and they're no good anyway. This here is not just for holding hawks. This is actually to clean crab pots. This is just a big tank with some extra stuff on it, and that goes on the boat, and then every crab pot that we fish every single day gets dipped in that tank and cleans the crab pot because crabs like a clean pot. Rule number one. So this thing is basically just full of hot water. It kills all the algae and the barnacles and anything that's starting to grow on crab pots. And this is my homemade lid for it. I think this is like one of those things that they put a
air conditioning unit on. The time is approaching and we are up here just trying to wrap up all the loose ends. So Jake has been working really hard, hand painting everything on here. Super talented guy. That's art right there. Putting a boot stripe on her. We got the name of the boat, the name of the business on the side. Looking really, really awesome.
So when I go to set crab pots, the first thing I do is figure out where CJ's put crab pots. And I try my hardest to lay them all direct. Like if his lines are like this, I just want to lay mine right over top. He always knows where the crabs are at. Just kidding. He's following me around, always has.
Hey Jay, throw it back for the camera, please. Hell yeah.
These are the lines that AJ had to tie like 3 times. Actually, tied once, and then untied, and then retied, because I can't do math. I was never a very good Asian. I was more of a Bayesian or a Cesian. So I use 2 different color hawks. When I set, I use a blue flag hawk on the north end of a row and a white on the south end of the row. So that when me or somebody else is trying to fish around me, you can tell which way the rows run, so you don't lay over top and you know which one to start on. Some guys have the strategy of trying to make it hard to tell how they run their gear, so it's hard to work around them so people don't. I kind of try to make it as easy as possible to work around because I know other people are going to work around it. It is what it is, and I'd rather not have to deal with them cutting me up and whatever else.
So really the most efficient way to load the boat is to do this. Just back the trailer down into the boat ramp and then put the rack right to the back of the trailer. And just hand them right off the trailer, bait them on the rack, and stack them right there on the roof. We can't always do it because sometimes the tide isn't right, but it's working pretty good right now.
Today is the Blue Angels, like a performance stunt team of fighter jets that every year for the Naval Academy graduation, they do an air show, which is in the Severn, 2 rivers down from where we are now. Everybody and their mother literally goes down there on a boat and anchors up, and you can watch them from the water. It's really awesome. I've actually never seen them. I'm always working every time that the Blue Angels ever performed. I've been crabbing, so I've seen them buzz over top, but I've never actually been there for the air show because usually it's right before a holiday weekend, so we crabbing. The boat traffic is absolutely horrendous. It's about as bad as it gets as the Blue Angels, to be honest. Some of the roughest water I've been in working conditions have been because of boat traffic from the Blue Angels. I mean, I lost my mind last year trying to work in it off Sandy Point. Friendly charter boats are going by. I'm trying to work and it was just broadside, like boats going right by us. I appreciate that people want to go see the crabbers working and take pictures and videos, but if you're in like a 30-foot cabin cruiser doing 20 knots, please do not go 15, 20 yards off the side of us or cut right in front of us. Commercial crabbing boats are almost always connected to a line. We are limited maneuverability. We cannot just move out of your way. And if you want to come see us, whatever, either do it from a distance, 100 yards away, 50, 100 yards away. I mean, you got the whole freaking bay. Just slow down, come by, wave, say hi, whatever, and then pick back up speed. We really would appreciate that because boat traffic is a huge problem. It's painful. Rocks the boat, everything goes flying, gear on the roof. Please this summer be courteous of commercial fishermen. Give us space. It's all right to come say hi and watch. Just if you want to get close, slow down. Slow your weight down. Don't cut right in front of us. Don't go right on the side of us. On the side of us is worse because then we get your wake that hits us on the beam, the side of our boat that rocks us this way. And that is not good. If you're going to cross us, if we're attached to a line, go in front of us. That way we can cut your wake with our bows. We appreciate you guys because most of you guys are our customers. So we like you, and I love seeing people enjoying the natural resource in the bay. But just please be courteous to commercial fishermen this summer. And a tip for avoiding crab pots. I know wreck boaters hate crab pots. I get it. But you have 99% of the bay to boat in. We have about 1% of the bay to lay crab pots in. If you stay away from edges, which you can see on your chart plotter, where you just stay usually a few hundred yards, 800 yards offshore and just go down the center of the bay, it's actually much safer. You have so much more room It's always deep enough for the most part. You're not gonna run aground 800 yards offshore unless you're somewhere really crazy, and you're probably not gonna see any crab pots, at least for the majority of the summer, in the middle of the bay. AJ cameo. I know people want to travel close to shore. It makes them feel safe, but shore's probably a lot farther away than you think it is. You're actually going to be a lot safer going out beyond all the edges on all the contour on your chart plotter and traveling in the middle of the bay. Less things to run into, less sandbars to run aground, less crab pots to hit, and a lot more space to give way to vessels or pass or whatever you need to do. Summer boating tip here for the Chesapeake. Well, we pretty much got them all overboard, guys. Good work. I'm glad we built those new Hawks. I hope they work, because with the Blue Angels today, I can only imagine how many of them are getting completely destroyed right now. I bet you I lose 10 Hawks today. People with boat traffic running them over. We'll see if our new Hawk design actually does its purpose. Man, that is looking awesome, guys. True artists here. Pretty much our first day really hauling gear. How you guys feeling about it? Gonna get through them? Try to fish at least 450. We usually fish 450 or 500 a day. First day we fished 300 just to check some. Today I'm really hoping we have some actual crabs, because I really need it for this weekend. That is a very big eel. We don't catch them too often that are this big. Big enough they can't get out of a 1.5 square hole, but pretty good eating, pretty good bait. Crabs love them. People love them too. I'm pleasantly surprised. We're actually catching more crabs than I thought. It's still no load by any means. I mean, this is not a good day of crabbing whatsoever. But I'm happy to see something in the pot and a few nice crabs at least. It's really nothing too great, but I mean, there's a few in the boat. Over there, that's old Dave Quaid. Good charter fisherman right there. That's the oldest still working charter boat in the whole bay. That boat was built in 1934 by his grandfather, or his grandfather had it built. His grandfather used it his entire career being a charter fisherman. And then his dad used it his entire career. Now Davey uses it. Has used it his whole career as well. The boat's probably been rebuilt 5 times over by now. Really nice guy, probably the best fisherman in the bay in my opinion. And he does charters, you can find him on Facebook. Helen R is the name of the boat. Good dude. Highly recommend. Big, pretty, beautiful, rusty belly crabs. Got it. Got it. This is the Friday before opening day, and I saved all the pots to fish today. So I have to fish 500 crab pots. What's up? Where'd you find that? That looks like it's totally intact. Dude, that is so weird. That's like the second one I've had already, right in there somewhere. I've been fishing them. I don't think I'm over anybody or anything like that. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, right. If I had another crab to give you, I would. This crabbing sucks. Thanks. See ya. Those guys just came to return one of my Hawks. They said they found it floating, but the Hawk is in perfect shape. It's in the clip, everything is fine. They said somebody must have unhooked it, which I believe, because I've had a couple of them missing already that I know the Hawks are okay. I just built them and they're just gone. Somebody is unhooking my Hawks, I guess. Yeah, I already had somebody cut one of my Hawks off in the same area, and now they're just unhooking them and sending them floating down the river. Lovely. I'm glad we're already starting this game. I did at least have 2 out of 3 show up today, so we're running a little late, but at least we're going. So we caught this crab is a buster, which means the bottom of his shell is popping. You see that little line right there? So he is right in the middle of turning into a soft crab. So when he sheds out, he's gonna be probably about twice this size, but we are gonna put him in a bucket of water here on the boat. And a lot of times by the end of the day, he will have shed into a soft crab. So we'll check back on him a little later and see if he's a soft crab. This is a good sign. This means all our little 5.5 inch males and under are about to shed. And then these are gonna be the crabs that once they shed out and they get hard again and get right, these are the crabs we're gonna have the majority of in late June, mid to late June, July, August. And then, hopefully we'll have the next generation of crabs that's behind this one for September and October. This is the future of my season right here. Well, this is what we got. Fishing a full day. Not many. These are all the extra larges. There's no big crabs right now. All the females. Bushel of
A crate of smalls, actually a crate and a half of smalls, crate of mediums, that's all the larges we caught. There's not many crabs. All these crabs, these and those, are gonna shed, and then they'll be about that size, and then that's when the table will kind of turn here and we'll have majority big crabs. But before then, it's always a struggle in the spring. They are going to the crab stand tomorrow. Hopefully I can sell them. So what I have to do now is run crabs is what I call it. I have to go through all the crabs and sort them into different crates for the sizes that I sell, so we don't have to do it when we're there, because you couldn't have any quantity or any idea of what you're gonna sell or what you have or anything like that. It just has to be done before you go up. We do it on the boat, but I have some other crabs here that I need to run through and size them because they're not sized yet. So it's a little bit of a mess here just because I have so much hodgepodge stuff going on, but it's kind of a tedious process. You get pinched by almost every single crab. So by the time I got home, that soft crab shed. I wish the shed shell was still in there, but that's what it looks like now. It's way, way, way bigger than it was before. Here's another soft crab we caught today. Pretty soft crabs right there. I'm gonna level with you guys. I am really nervous about tomorrow. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if anybody's gonna show up. I don't know if a million people are gonna show up. I don't know if it's gonna be too few or too many. I have no clue. I've been stressing about it, even though I shouldn't. I don't want to disappoint people. I cannot tell people enough how much I truly do appreciate them supporting what I'm doing and watching the videos, and so I just don't want people to leave disappointed. I went to Costco and bought a whole bunch of drinks. I'm gonna get ice and, oh hey.
Hi.
What's up?
I need a code.
Okay. Lindsay's trying to help me, not expire before tomorrow. I don't remember what I was freaking out and catastrophizing about 10 minutes ago, but this is just like a fraction of the t-shirts. 3 times this many t-shirts and bags and a million other things that we got prepped for tomorrow. I feel like we're going into battle. Also, funny thing, I actually preemptively called the police on myself, which goes against everything I've ever learned growing up. Actually hired a cop to come to the crab stand, which is just so bonkers because like I spent my whole life trying to avoid the police and getting arrested, and to actually call them before anything actually went wrong and then pay one seems super strange, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, I will say that. And it's just a busy road and I have no idea what to expect. And if a bunch of people show up, I don't want people getting hurt or backing out into traffic or anything like that. It's mostly just for traffic reasons. It's D-Day. It's the opening morning here. I'm running around to get some last minute things straightened up. Going to pick up a bunch of ice from the bait shop. Bought a bunch of drinks to give away to people. It's gonna be so hot out today. Put the stuff out on Facebook and there's a lot of people saying, oh, good luck, wish we could make it, yada yada. And not a lot of people saying, oh yeah, I'll be there, I'll see you there. So I have no idea what to anticipate. I may feel real dumb when I show up and there's like 10 people. Who knows? Whatever. I mean, we'll have a good time anyway. I'm preparing for disaster and setting the expectation really low. If it's anything better than a disaster, then I'll be happy. I've assembled a massive crew. Pretty much hired everybody that's ever helped me before and in the past few months just to come down and run interference, because I know that a lot of this is that people are coming to see me and Lindsay and see the shirts and everything in the boat, so I don't want to be stuck in the back of a refrigerator slinging crabs. Well, there's a bunch of people here that are partially here to see me and hang out. So it's a whole nother task. I've been trying to come up with jobs for all these people, come up with a system without ever having done it before. Plus we've been crabbing 5 days this week in a row just to try to catch as many crabs as we can, which isn't abnormal. We got the design, the shirts, everything wrapped up this week, and then the shirts expedited from California. I paid my firstborn child in shipping costs to get them here, to have them for opening day. So if all this stuff can come together, oh my gosh, it's gonna be either a symphony of disaster or the coolest, best marketing idea I've ever had in my entire life. Oh man, I hope this goes all right. All right, we're at the locals bait shop. Support your local bait store. Don't go to Walmart and buy bait. We're about to have our first soft crabs and peeler run. So like all the crabs, when they're about to shed, quit eating basically. And all the crabs that are around are straight smalls. They're like 5 to 5.5 inches, which people don't want to buy smalls anyway. So they're little crabs and there's not many of them. It was just so frustrating. I was like trying everything I could, every spot, every trick I could pull. Probably have like 15 bushels in there, but the fact it took us all those days to catch that many was like just painstaking. Load it up. Hopefully none of that stuff blows out. That's like $10,000 worth of t-shirts.
What did he want?
It's all good. Everything's fine. All right, it's coming together. People are showing up. Jimmy's is here. We're cutting it close once again. Merch is going up.
This is nice. I like it.
My whole family's here. Cutting it close once again. Drawing lines on the ground as we get ready. How many engineers does it take to paint some lines on the gravel? Oh wow, now there's people. Oh my God. There's a line. All right, is everybody ready? Is everything good? Hey Matt, you good? I have no idea how to open one of these. Oh, is this got a cork?
Yep.
You can shoot it?
Just point it in that direction.
All right. Not at the top. Oh! Thanks everybody for coming.
There you go.
They're all paid actors. Well, I appreciate everybody's patience here because I've never done this before either. It's incredible. I can't believe people actually showed up.
Good luck, Rabbit. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming out.
What's the
How you guys doing? Charlie? What's up, man? It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, like Charlie's a big fan. All your videos versus the crab when he grows up.
Really? Yeah. That's awesome. This is very useful, man. You can never have too many of these. I know. A really funny looking wrench, but I appreciate you bringing it. You brought it to me, and this is the only tool to have, really. Any problem you can't fix with a hammer is electrical.
Some part of my life. I go to the kitchen. Oh, that's Luke. I just go to the family. Oh, that's Luke. Wherever I go, he's watching.
I feel like I know him.
Very good friend of mine lives on the vodka. Luke used to always come over to his pier and stuff, and they talk. And then when he was a little guy in his rowboat visiting, yeah, I gave him a trolling motor a long, long time ago. Some of the stuff I see him take junk and make it work, you know.
Your first wave is over.
Yeah. I hope it continues.
And you know how
Throughout
it is.
the day.
It's always the first 30, 45 minutes after we open that there's a line and then there's a little bit of a lull.
I'm over the initial,
The
like,
worst part is
yeah, I'm glad people showed up. It's not too crazy. I'm hoping people continue to show up because we still have a crap ton of stuff to sell. I have a crap ton of people here that are all gonna want money at the end of the day. I'm hoping that we can make some money before the end of the day. Yes, I can.
Yep.
All right, try some of this. This is a seasoning that I'm coming out with. We just didn't have it ready for this weekend, but that's like my own seasoning here. So take that home, try it, see if you like it. If you can, then you can come back and get some. Good. Take some with you, see if you like it. Try it right now if you want. Try it right now, see what you like. Cool, man. Absolutely, for sure.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Thank you guys. I really do appreciate you coming out.
Thanks for coming back.
Today was a major success. All the things I was worrying about didn't come true, per usual. But it was fantastic. I mean, we had plenty of people come by, sold lots of crabs, sold tons of t-shirts, tons of help. My parents came to help, the crew came to help. It was awesome. Wrapping it up now. Thanks everybody so much for coming out. Thank you guys for helping. Appreciate it. You guys did great.
Love you.
Love you too. See ya. See you guys. Thanks for helping. Greg, AJ, Riley.
Yes.
You did okay. Lindsay.
I like that.
You did great.
Thanks.
AJ.
I did the least out of everybody.
It's a little room for improvement. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You did awesome. Yeah. Greg, we'll talk about that next week if he's still around. Greg is up for his quarterly review here soon, so
I need a good review or else it might be the end of me.
Fire Greg and shrink the roof back.
We could save a lot
These
of money.
blocks are because of Greg.
He did build a special roof just for you.
Exactly.
You're the only person.
I'm such an expensive
You're the only person.
I just figured figured Greg was the tallest person I knew, so like, you know, if I build it to Greg, then anybody can work here. Well, we did it.
We did it. You did it.
First day is over. If you don't get a snowball after a successful first opening day, you ain't no crabber. I'll get you guys anything you want as long as it's a kid size, all right? Oh boy. All right, here's the dilemma. We're waiting for snowballs, but we forgot the turtle box at the stand that's like 300 yards that way. So one of you has to go back and get it because I can't turn around with the trailer. So heads or tails?
Heads.
Oh, yes. I guess that means Greg's gonna stretch his legs, dude.
These wheels.
Honestly, it's less steps because you're so tall.
Exactly.
You'll be
more
fine.
efficient, more fuel.
Yeah, exactly. And now you'll have a snowball. You'll be fueled by snowball.
There he goes.
You thought we were kidding. We ain't kidding. Yeah, I'm not walking. It's hot out. we got snowballs to eat, dude. I told him we'll keep the truck cold for him. I wish you would hurry up. Good Lord. The air conditioning is just getting a little chilly in here, to be honest.
200 yards away.
Yeah, I know. What the heck? His legs are like 18 feet long. You can't even make it that fast? Oh, there he is. Dang, Greg, it took you long enough. Good Lord, it's getting cold in here from the air conditioning.
My back is just so sore from constantly holding this operation together.
The fact that that whole thing was just an idea
4 months ago.
3 or 4 months ago, and it's now a real thing is pretty wild. It went from an idea to an actual thing to finished, in place, operating. And we got all the crab pots together and in the water and fished everything through twice to be able to catch crabs and sell them. And put together this design with Dark Seas. Got it made, printed, and shipped. It's crazy. I cannot believe there was like 10 things that all took 20 things to make each one of those things happen. They all happened together. Cannot be more happy than that. I will see everybody every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, hopefully from here on out, at 7333 East Furnace Branch Road, Glen Burnie, Maryland, to buy some more crabs. Awesome weekend, but we're just getting started. Well, boys, good work this week. Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Spend it all in one place.
I will.
Here, spend it all in one place.
$10.
Live fast, make a rational decision. Here, turn around, turn around. It's sitting right there. I want you guys broke by Monday, all right?
We will be.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you later. Good work. I literally feel like I just won like a championship game. I love it when something actually works. That's not often in my world either. You gotta earn it when it works. The good part is, honey, we even made a couple bucks today for all of our work.
Can I keep this?
Sure.
It's my salary.
You can have that for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Honey, one day I'm gonna make us 10,000 airs. I promise.